Hello, I'm Mr. Day, and today we're going to talk about decimal fraction conversions. Alright, so decimal to fraction conversions, they're not as difficult as they may seem at first. So if I have 0.05, alright, and I want to turn this into a fraction. So every fraction has a numerator and a denominator. So my numerator is the easy part. All I do is put whatever number I have here. So if it was 23, I put 23 there. So my numerator, I just put whatever actual number I have. Alright? In my denominator, I have to put a factor of 10. Alright? So it depends. It could be 10, 100,000, a million, something like that. But to figure out what it is, you count how many spaces are between the decimal and the last number. So I have 1, 2, 2. So what I do, I put a 1 there, and then for every space I have, or that's taken up after the decimal, I put a 0. That is how you write it, but here's the trick to it, is now you have to simplify it. What simplifying means is, there is a factor that can go into 5 and 100. So this is not simplified. So both of these have in common, a 5 can divide into both of them. So I divide this by 5, which gives me 1. I divide this by 5, which gives me 20. So my answer is 1 over 20. And that is how you switch a decimal to a fraction. Now I'm going to do another example. All right. Example number 2. First thing I do is take whatever this number is and I put it in my numerator. Second step is I count how many spaces are taken up after the decimal. 1, 2, 3. So I put my 1 there, and then for every space taken up, I put a 0. 1,000. Alright? So we have our fraction, now we just have to simplify. So what do these both have in common? First thing is a 2. So I divide this by 2 and I divide this by 2, and that gives me 63, and this gives me 500. So now the factors are 7 and 9. Does 7 go into that? No. Does 9 go into that? No. No. Alright, so there you go. That is your simplified fraction right there. So that is a decimal to a fraction. Alright, example number 3. So now this is different because I have a number in front of the decimal. So what this becomes now is what is called a mixed number. So I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Everything behind the decimal still goes in my numerator. My denominator, I count how many? 1, 2, and 3. So my denominator, I put my 1, 1, 2, 3 spaces taken up. 1,000. Now we have to simplify it because there is something that could go into both of these, and it is 5. Some of you might be thinking there's a larger one because there is. So 5 and 200, not everything you do the first time will work out. So actually 25 will go into both of them. But I just did it the long way to show you that sometimes you'll have to do it twice. Because unless you know every one, then it might be difficult. So now I have 1/40. So that is not my answer because I still have this 14 to deal with. So all I do is take that 14, put it here, and then I put whatever fraction I get right behind it. So my answer is 14 and 1/40. is your answer. And that is how you do it when you have something in front of the decimal. It's just that simple. So you're going to do the same process again. Just take the number in front of the decimal and just put it in front when you're done. All right, and the last thing I want to talk about is a repeating decimal. All right, a repeating decimal, you might not have seen this before. So if I say 1 divided by 3. So when I divide 1 by 3, I get 0.3333 for all infinity, forever. Is this a rational number? Yes, because it's a fraction, and this repeats. If it didn't repeat, it would be, or didn't terminate, it would be irrational. So anything that can be made into a fraction is rational. So to show that this is repeating for all eternity, you just put a bar over it. All right, or you can just do 0.3 with the bar. All right, if you got something else, like 0.161616, you just do 0.16, put the repeating bar over it, and that repeating bar means it goes on for ever and ever without repeat. All right, for a repeating decimal, how do you switch this into a fraction? I'm just going to show you the quick way. All right, there's a whole thing for it. If you want to see it, you can look at someone else's video. You don't have to watch mine. All right, this is the long and short of it. So this is what's repeating. So all you do is take what's repeating, put it over 99, and the number in front, you put in front. That's really how easy it is. All right, I hope this helped you out, and good luck.